All right, welcome to the Explainer, everyone. Whether you're a local IT admin, literally getting your hands dirty with daily deployments, a senior director mapping out a massive cloud migration, or even a CEO trying to really grasp the technical landscape of your org, you are absolutely in the right place. Today, we're completely breaking down a fantastic guide from Endpoint Weekly on passing the MD-102 exam. This is the ultimate gateway to becoming a Microsoft 365 certified Endpoint Administrator associate. We're going to take you from foundational basics all the way up to those really advanced technical concepts. We'll dissect the core domains, clarify the absolute hardest topics, and hand you the blueprint to pass. Okay, let's dive right into this.
For the rest of this explainer, I want you to think of me as your seasoned IT mentor. You're in IT, and you are trying to get this exam passed. We are here to wish you luck and, more importantly, get you there. This visual study companion is designed specifically to help you conquer that certification. We've gone ahead and pulled out the highly technical information you absolutely have to know and organized it so it's not just easy to understand, but actually easy to remember.
So here is our roadmap for today. Number 1, exam basics. Number 2, domain 1, infrastructure preparation. Number 3, domain 2, device management. Number 4, domains 3 and 4. Number 5, domain 5, automation optimization. And finally, number 6, pitfalls and exam tips.
Okay, starting off with Section 1, Exam Basics. Keep in mind the major July 2026 update here.
Before we get into the tech weeds, we got to talk about the battlefield itself. You are facing 40 to 60 questions, and you've got exactly 100 minutes. If you do the math on that, it means you have roughly 100 seconds to answer each question. That is fast. You do not have time to sit there and second-guess yourself. You need a 700 out of 1,000 to pass, and it's going to cost you about $165. But hey, the great news, once you finally pass, renewal is just a free online assessment every 12 months. Not too bad, right?
Moving on to Section 2, Domain 1, Infrastructure Preparation.
So this domain is all about how devices actually enter your management estate and securely connect to Microsoft EntraID. Let's categorize the 3 EntraID join relationships that you absolutely must memorize. First, Entra joined. This is for your cloud-only, corporate-owned Windows 11 devices. Then we have hybrid Entra joined. This is for those legacy environments that are still relying heavily on on-premise Active Directory and group policy. And finally, Entra registered. That's your classic bring your own device or BIOD scenario. Now, as an IT pro, you can always verify a device's status. Just open an elevated command prompt and run dsreg command/status. The exam fully expects you to know exactly which join type fits which corporate scenario. Now, the absolutely crucial relationship to understand here is between compliance policies and conditional access. Compliance policies in Intune simply define the rules, right? Things like requiring a PIN or a minimum OS version. But here's the kicker. Compliance policies don't actually block access on their own. It's conditional access that looks at that compliance status and acts as the bouncer, deciding whether to grant or block access to the company's resources. Understand that specific interaction, and you'll nail several questions on the exam for sure.
All right, Section 3, Domain 2, Device Management.
Guys, this is the heaviest weighted domain of the entire exam. We are talking 25 to 30% of your overall score. It focuses heavily on Windows Autopilot and configuration profiles. Now, there are 3 distinct Windows Autopilot modes to know. User-driven is exactly what it sounds like. The end user simply signs in during the out-of-box experience. Pre-provisioning means IT does all the heavy lifting first, loading up the apps, and then hands it to the user for a quick sign-in. And self-deploying requires absolutely zero user interaction. It's perfect for kiosks. Also, keep in mind the July 2026 update introduced those new device preparation policies, so you definitely need to brush up on those alongside the traditional profiles.
Okay, I want you to literally burn this exact hex code India memory, 0x87D1041C. In the real world, and especially on the exam, you're going to encounter mobile device management error codes. This specific, massive error code simply means a device has not checked in with Intune. It's that simple. If you see it, the fix is to just trigger a manual sync. Recognizing these common codes instantly saves you vital seconds on the test. Right now, Microsoft is heavily pushing the premium Intune Suite add-ons. You need to understand what these do, even if your current company doesn't actually pay for the license yet. For example, you gotta know that Endpoint Privilege Management, or EPM, allows standard users to run specific apps as an admin. You need to know Remote Help allows screen sharing without a VPN. Make sure you understand the core functions of Cloud PKI, the Enterprise App Catalog, and Advanced Analytics.
Moving right along to Section 4, Domains 3 and 4.
So this combined section covers protecting devices and securing applications. That includes everything from Defender integration to the new inclusion of app control for business. Let's quickly compare the 4 distinct Windows update methods available in Intune. Update rings, control deferral days, feature updates pin your devices to a specific OS version, Windows Auto Patch lets Microsoft manage the rings for you completely, and Hot Patch provides security patches without those annoying reboots for Windows 11. But wait, here's a massive technical warning. Actually, consider it a giant red flag for the exam. If you are using hybrid Entra joined devices, group policy and Intune update policies can and will conflict. You must understand MDM versus GPO precedence rules.
Let's look at Mobile Application Management, or MAM. This is an absolute core dichotomy on the exam. MAM-D means the device is fully enrolled in Intune and has an app protection policy. But MAM-W, which stands for MAM without enrollment, means the device is personal and unenrolled. In this case, only the specific app, like your corporate Outlook, is managed. The user's personal data, it remains entirely untouched.
When you're deploying packaged Win32 apps in Intune, you have to define detection rules so Intune knows if the app is already installed. The exam will absolutely test you on these 3 specific methods. Number 1, you can check the registry for a specific key path and value. Number 2, you can check the file system for a specific file version. Or number 3, you can use a custom PowerShell script. With a script, an exit code of 0 means the app is detected, and 1 means it's not.
Next up, Section 5, Domain 5, Automation Optimization. Welcome to the brand new domain added in July 2026. This reflects a massive industry shift toward Microsoft Graph API automation and AI. Security Copilot is now integrated directly into the Intune Admin Center. The exam fully expects you to know the 3 primary scenarios where Copilot assists IT pros. First, investigating threats by surfacing Defender signals right inside Intune. Second, analyzing device performance and summarizing that endpoint analytics data. And third, reviewing your existing compliance and configuration profiles to generate policy recommendations based on security best practices. Honestly, it's like having a virtual senior engineer double-checking your work.
And finally, Section 6, Pitfalls and Exam Tips.
Now, let's focus heavily on the common gotchas and those conceptual traps that Microsoft loves to set for candidates on exam day. Let me ask you a question that honestly tricks countless candidates. Think about what we just discussed regarding bring your own device scenarios. Does MAM-W, MAM without enrollment, require device enrollment in Intune? Think about your answer for a second. The answer is emphatically, absolutely no. A lot of people assume app protection requires MDM enrollment, but it doesn't. In a MAM-WIS scenario, the user just needs to sign into the managed app like Outlook or Teams with their work account. Their personal apps, their personal photos, the whole shebang, completely unmanaged and untouched. Do not fall for this trick on the test.
Let's rapid fire through a few more frequent conceptual mistakes straight from Endpoint Weekly's warning section. Autopilot pre-provisioning still requires a user to sign in eventually, whereas self-deploying requires 0 user interaction. We already mentioned that compliance policies don't block access, conditional access does. That's your bouncer. And finally, security baselines are massive pre-configured bundles of settings, whereas endpoint security policies are individual granular policies for things like just the antivirus or just the firewall. Make sure you know the difference.
Look, reading isn't enough. You really need hands-on technical experience. Go set up a free Microsoft 365 developer program account. It gives you a free 90-day E5 tenant packed with Intune, EntraID P2, and Defender. Spin up a Windows 11 virtual machine, use the Get Windows Autopilot Info PowerShell script to grab the hardware hash, and actually practice enrolling a device yourself. You've got the structure, you know the gotchas, and you understand the underlying technology. Treat this exam like any other IT project. Be methodical, watch your time limit of 100 seconds per question, and rely on your technical knowledge. Good luck on the MD-102. You are absolutely gonna crush it.
But I want to leave you with a final thought today to push you well beyond just passing a test. Once you have this certification in hand and you are officially a Microsoft 365 certified endpoint administrator, how will you use automation and Copilot to completely transform your IT estate? Because the future of IT isn't just managing endpoints, it's automating them. Thanks so much for checking out this explainer, and we will catch you in the next one.